The Pac-12, a Western institution and the Conference of Champions for more than 100 years. And today we get to crown another. It's an intriguing matchup as these teams battle for this conference trophy and continue the proud legacy of this league. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Louisville Cardinals. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Guys up front, line up. It's first down. Keeping it on the ground here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Gonna run it. It's Johnson. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
We need a yard here in 3rd down to keep this opening drive going. Can he make it to the marker? Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, this is what you want to see as an offense. You get to these 3rd downs, it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well we defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
That gain sets up a 3rd down play. Looking to throw. It's Fafita. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that previous play. And there's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on 3rd down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big 3rd down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Bringing pressure. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field and they'll go for it. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona. Setting the tone early for the execution opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or 2 to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here comes a handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to pass. It's Shuck. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Cardinals will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
He'll hand it off. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And now the running back's got it again. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Running back grabs it on the screen. Got a lane. Can he get in? All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Wideouts now clustered. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They're going to run it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Defense stops him right at the line there. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Handoff to the single back. Looks like Arizona will have the first down.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. What's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The pocket breaking down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Throws it to the right. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
So often we get caught up in the quarterback and the wide receivers and the skill in this game. This is another example of a nice job by the offensive line, giving the quarterback ample amount of time to be able to evaluate the defense and make a good throw. Good job up front by the big guys.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And he'll drop back here on third down. The sure hands. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's swarmed by the defense.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. It can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Second down and goal upcoming. Scanning the field, it's Fafita. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down.
You know, on a slant route, you'd like to see some big yards after the catch. But the defense has such tight coverage, there's just nowhere to go. That's a win for the defense, even though they gave up a completion.
Wow, look at this. They could break the tie with a chip shot, but the coach says, we're going for it on fourth down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Point after, up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. In the clear at the 25. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
First down and 10. Give it to the back again. Only a small gain. Now looking at second and 9. The Cardinals will come to the line to crank up the tempo. The shotgun running play call. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Back to throw. It's Shuck. Quick throw to his receiver. It's caught downfield. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. No chance to catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. You have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. They're going to run it here. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it second and medium. The back's got it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. And the back now goes in motion. Looking to throw. It's Fafita. Throws to the tight end. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And here's the handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Just to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield. It's McMillan. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. They'll go hurry up here. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. He'll hand it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's the handoff. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's swarmed by the defense.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, they're just not successful here on 2nd and goal, but let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up 3rd down.
And the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Fafita. Defense is coming after him. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And the field goal is good. And they've reclaimed the lead with that. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he's going to launch it deep again. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or 2. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Scanning the field. It's Shuck. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. That run moves the ball to the 16.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here's the toss play. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
1st and 10 now for the offense. They go with a direct snap.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Cardinals come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Dropping back. It's shot.
QB to the tight end for a completion.
Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Try and muscle for the first down. Running with purpose.
Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness. Yards after the contact. What kind of balance does he have? How about that run right there? You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort. What a heck of a run there for a nice game.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. Now, you sit back and cover three. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this timeout? This line getting set up. It's a first down play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They test the middle to get stuffed. That run goes nowhere.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the second down play. Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Trying to create here on the move. There's a wide open receiver complete. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Can he get there on the ground? And they stuff him on 3rd and short. Defense knew it was coming.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, Chris, as you know, a lot of teams are willing to follow analytics and go for it and take chances on 4th down. They've been able to do that today, and it's really paid off for them. They're now 4 for 4 on these 4th down chances.
This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up. Press coverage now from the secondary. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that 1st down.
A bit too far away to trust a field goal attempt. The offense on the field on 4th down. Ball handed off. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Arizona. Made the defense look slow that time. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Finds room at the 30. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. That's caught. It's Lacey. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Dropping back. It's Shuck. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Lets it go quickly. And it's complete downfield. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Hey, here's some positive yards. You love to see that. Now you've got a chance here to continue to attack this defense. They're trying not to give up the big plays, but down by a couple scores, you got to get a quick touchdown and hope to be able to get the ball back.
Looking to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Brown. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. The Cardinals hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost and forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To throw, it's Shuck. Snags the quick throw. Moving right through the contact. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And, like, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and the quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Second down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Around the corner, it's Brown. Touchdown, Louisville. Still no answer for this offense. This will be fun. Strange things happen when a conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, fourth quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
They went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. In motion now to the air. It's Fafita. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. You got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team now set to boot this one away.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play. Good coverage that time.
And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back. Looking to throw for it on third down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he fires the football to the right side. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
It's a shotgun run call. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage.
Looking for a deep completion. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And not even a chance to pitch that one. He's brought down to the backfield.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. And he's got his man open downfield. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. It's press coverage now from these DBs. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.